pay-per-view special. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. This, the site of our championship fight. Scheduled for 12 rounds, welterweights going at it between these two great warriors. Kermit Cintron's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now. Chavez is making his way to the ring right now. Boy, and he's not bashful at all, is he? Look at him, confidently making his way down for this contest.
Introducing first, fighting out of the ring corner, Kermit Cintron. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Chavez. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Touch him up.
Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. If you made a checklist of advantages and disadvantage, obviously you'd want the advantage of hand speed. But you've trained many a guy who's been on the other side where his opponents had the better hand speed. What have you told him?
Well, I tell him make it a muddy track. You know, Secretariat must be the fastest horse in the world, but on a muddy track, things change a little bit. Step out of range. Don't allow the kind of landscape, the kind of track that will suit speed.
Punch by Chavez. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Kermit Cintron. Looks like Kermit has a bloody nose. Tried the hook, didn't get it. Nice block by Chavez. I guess it's already a sign of things to come. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
One, two.
He gets up after that punch, put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing that I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Nice block by Chavez. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. When you're leading up to a fight, sparring is so critically important. How important is it that you have sparring partners that really act as a scout ahead towards the opponent you're going to be facing?
You know, that's a great question, and it depends where you are in your career. In the early part of the career, you know, it doesn't matter as much. You just want to get your fighter consistent in the areas he needs to be consistent with whoever you got him in there with, and then you improve as you start to develop. and then you give him different looks whenever you can. But when you're fighting a big fight and you know exactly who you're fighting, well, you want a guy that height, you want a guy that size, because mentally you want your fighter to know that he's been in with that guy, to feel like, I've already fought with this guy. And obviously you want him to be ready to deal with all the physical dimensions he's going to see that night.
Gets rid of that effort. Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there.
You okay? Don't worry. You're doing fine. I need you to move your head.
And round number 3 is underway.
Work the body.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Solid job. Double connects by Kermit Cintron. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Nice block by Hurricane. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
And a stabbing right hand by Chavez. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Kermit Cintron. Cintron with a counter punch. And he pulls the trigger again. Fires right back at him. Looks like he has some blood under his eye around the cheek. They both decide to bring it. Kermit blocks it. Chavez's strategy of being a volume puncher paid off in that last round.
You're not working on anything you work on.
Here we go with the 4th round. Kermit Cintron's got a cut, and it looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. Accurate counter punch by Chavez. Chavez is doing a beautiful job here early on of counter punching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counter punching pays off too, because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, it's not busy enough.
Well-targeted 2-punch combo by Chavez. Another jab comes in by Chavez. Doubling up the jab by Chavez. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
His opponent wanted the body, he wouldn't give it to him. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Well-placed counter punch by Chavez. Nice work with the jab on the outside. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy, because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Chavez. Chavez is taking a rest between rounds here, and as he does, it gives us a chance to look at the fight overall, because I think now that what you have is a good, really strong, evenly matched fight that he's up on.
Yeah, I think so, but he shouldn't think that. You know, it's okay for us to think that, and his trainer, more importantly, shouldn't let him think that. He should tell him this is where a little psychology 101 might come in. You know, I don't say you tell him you're behind, but you say, hey, it's a dead even fight. Win the rest of these rounds.
Nice block by Hurricane. Well-placed counter punch by Chavez. Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
One minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh boy, what a round. Good job staying away from the danger there. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Good defensive skill. scores again. I know it's good to throw a lot of punches, but it's better to do what we're seeing out of him right now, and that's land when you throw.
Yeah, he's making everything count. He's putting everything out there for a purpose, placing punches beautifully.
Takes one to give. Oh, and there you go. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Chavez is fighting real smart here on the outside. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly because he is up on the scorecard, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before, deep waters, and he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Round 7 comes to an end. Chavez is in complete control. Teddy, way ahead on the scorecards every which way, isn't he?
Yeah, every which way, and especially the most important way, I think, is that the fight is in his kind of pace. It's a fast-paced fight. It's an outside fight. It's exactly what he wants. Not only to be ahead, which we think he is, but to stay ahead.
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. Every gym's got one of those double-ended bags, right? They give you the movement. You got to hit that moving target, work on your accuracy. He's making it so that his opponent never had to work on one, Teddy. He's just sitting right there, right in front. No head movement whatsoever.
No, not at all. He didn't have one in his gym, that's for sure, because he just does not know how to move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
Kermit Cintron's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
And that's the end of round 8. Chavez is in control here. You can just look at this fight for 10 seconds and you've seen everything you need to see, because there hasn't been a moment where it hasn't been his fight.
Yeah, you know, you talk about those sins. A lot of times people say there's 7 virtues, there's 7 sins out there. One of the sins that you hear about is greed. That's the only thing that could beat him right now, is if he gets greedy.
Kermit Cintron's eye is really a mess now due to that cut. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, I assume.
You know, and that's the key word, assume. And a lot of people, a lot of fans do assume that you start aiming at that bullseye, so to speak. But I don't believe in that, because now all of a sudden you throw yourself off a little bit. You start pitching punches to that exact spot instead of just fighting your fight, instead of just letting the jab go in the general direction of the head, set up the other punches. You don't want to get carried away for looking to pinpoint that exact spot.
Chavez is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Chavez is doing an extraordinary job of never giving his opponent the chance to get back in this fight. Just like we saw in that last round there, he's way up on your score.
Yeah, I have way up, and more importantly, you touched on it. It's the kind of fight he wants. You know, it's in his element. It's sort of in his pool, so to speak, his waters. You know, it's an outside fight. It's a jabbing fight. Everything he likes.
Good block by Chavez. Kermit Cintron's thinking right now that he's doing a good job defensively, but it's really not the case, Teddy. Every so often, you will see a punch split that guard.
Yeah, he's just standing there. First of all, the gloves, he needs to extend them just a little bit away, so as you said, those punches, you know, aren't going to force their way through to the target, which they're doing right now. They're getting down to him. They're getting through to him.
Move your feet.
That's exactly what he wanted to do, backing him up against the ropes. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Wow! He is damaged badly there, targeting that head and landing with a bomb. Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Able to dismiss it. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Oh, he is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on? the count, but oh boy, look at those legs, Teddy.
What legs?
Well, where was this earlier? All of a sudden now you see he's being effective and being aggressive and outworking his man, when for most of the fight, he was the one being outworked.
Well, eating about 2 dozen jabs, you know what? It can change your mind a little bit. He figures now, let the other guys start eating a little.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to his senses, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas, so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Thought he had his target, but oh! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. That's a big shot to the body right there, and it's got him down and in pain. Chavez is going to be partying tonight. A knockout victory. It doesn't get better than that.
By knockouts, your winner and still champion of the world, Hurricane Chavez.
Chavez is your winner here tonight and still the belt holder.
Did everything that you would ask for a fighter to do.